Hi everyone, it's Karen here. Welcome to day 2 of my 24 days of tags for 2022. And today I'm going to share with you how I created this fun, super bright little tag using one of the new sticker stencils from Lavinia, my gel plate, and some brushos. If you haven't seen brushos, they're highly pigmented little pots of watercolor powder, and we can create some great background effects with them. So a little bit of sparkle through the tree there, lovely sparkly ribbon to match, super easy. We've got the sticker stencil and we've got one stamp of the background here, which is the background script stamp, and some lovely sparkly sequins here, which are from this set, and I just used the little tiny green ones. Get two sizes in this one, the big ones and the little ones. But you can use anything on this. You can use some beads. You can use little stars. Star for the top if you have it. So much fun. Here we go. So, as always, my tag size is 6.5 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres. I've measured a centimetre in from each side and down from the top and created a bit of an angle there. So, first thing that we're going to do is take our gel plate. I'm using the bubble on for this one. Put that down on my mat. And I'm going to use for the background Emperor Red in the Elements. And I'm going to ink it up with my brayer here. Now, if you don't have the Elements, you can use Distress inks, but use the oxides, not the inks. Use Distress oxides. If you use the inks, you'll end up with a bit of beading. Now you can see what I'm doing here is I'm pulling it down, lifting it up and pulling it down. I don't roll it backwards and forwards, I'm pulling it down. And I'm doing it multiple times, like very many more times than you would think I would need to. And the reason for that is because that's going to give me a nice smooth background and even out all the bubbles. So what I've done is I have mixed up my brushos with some water and I'm storing them in the pixie pots here. I'm now going to take my fan brush and dip it into Rose Red, which is one of the brusho colours that I have mixed up with some water. And I'm just going to splatter this, moving my card out the way, splatter this all over the surface of the plate. Then I'm going to take alizarin crimson, dip my brush into it and do the same. Tap, tap, tap all over the surface of my plate. And then I'm going to take white and I'm going to splatter again all over the surface of my plate. Then I'm going to take my little tag and just pop it down onto my plate. Obviously the plate is bigger than my tag, so I'm just going to take a piece of card and pop it over the top and smush it down. Now, what you could do, because this is a bigger gel plate than you need, you could actually use the whole thing and then just cut pieces of the tag out. So isn't that vibrant? And you can see these little tiny orby bits. That's from the white brushos. So I'm going to clean this up, dry this off, and I'll come back to you. So here we go. It's all nice and dry. And I've taken my pencil and a ruler and I've measured 1 centimetre in from the right, 1 centimetre in from the left, and 1 centimetre down from the top on each side. And then I'm just going to snip it, joining up those marks. And that's quite a well-proportioned tag. I'm then going to take one of my new sticker stencils. So there are several from Lavinia. And look, there are hares, a butterfly, fish, a tree, and this one comes in the set where we've got the Christmas tree and the stars. So I'm going to use both of these, and you'll see why. But to start with, I'm going to use the shape of the tree, and I'm just going to pop it here on my tag. Actually, I want it to cover the top. That's better. Okay. Then I'm going to take Distress Oxide Rustic Wilderness. This is a really lovely, deep, rich green, and just that I would have expected a Christmas tree to be like. And then I'm just going to, using my smoothie, just dab it inside the inner part of this tree. So as I said, a really rich, lovely, deep green, that is. And I'm just going to take my black soot and I'm just going to lightly go on the edge, just darkening the edge of those branches. There we go. I like that. Then I'm going to take the inside of that sticker stencil and I'm just going to measure it up and lay it back in place. And that's going to enable me to stamp the script in the background. So here I'm using background script from Lavinia, and I'm going to take Glamorous and I'm going to ink this up. So this technique today, in my second day of 24 days of tags, is about using the brushes on a gel plate. I am going to stamp it second generation. And this lovely script stamp covers the entire surface of the tag. And there you can see it just faint in the background, just giving it a bit of texture and depth. Okay, now this is the fun bit, and I won't bore you while I go and do the entire card, but taking my tiny little sequins and taking my tweezers and my glue, I am going to just dab, starting at the top, just tiny little dots. And I'm not going to do too many at a time, about that much. And then I'm going to just pick these up and pop them down. So as I said, you can use beads if you wish. Star sequins would be fun. Snowflakes would be just as fun. Round ones for baubles. So, a whole heap of fun. I am doing these tags for the next 24 days. So if you haven't seen me yet, find me on my YouTube channel. It's Karen Telfer. A lot of them are using Lavinia stamps and Lavinia products because I love them. But each day for the 24 days, there are different techniques, and they're super fun because they're these tags, and we can finish them during this busy season really quickly. So I'm just going to carry on. And so there we have all our lovely little sequins perfectly placed on our Christmas tree. And now we're just going to put the top one in, which is, if you've got a star, that would be good too. I'm just going to pop it at the top there. Now I'm just going to let those dry before I do the edges, but what you can see here is I just used my smoothie, the same one that I did my colour in, and let me see if I can do it. You want to make sure that they're dry first, and then just frame the entire tag with a bit of this really dark rustic wilderness. And then once it's all dry, I'll punch a hole in the top and thread my coordinating ribbons through. Day 2 in our tag series for this year. I'd love to see your makes. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.